going to fare for See You Soon. You know what? I like the Zask pickup because they needed a mid laner that can protect itself while at the same time being able to do good damage.
Yeah, they needed zone control. When you're up against an Eve, you need some way to be able to regain the battlefield against it, and Zask is probably the only other hero that can kind of match up with that. You can play safe with the Dominator's Descent, and then you can kind of scout out the bushes and control areas on the map a bit more easily against a Hylos and Gatot, since there's no way See You Soon has tanky enough heroes to actually just directly match up against early.
Yeah.
And Achira also went for the Impure Ray. Oh,
Brantz getting cloaked down, taunted right away. Looks like he's going to get caught early on, but he is going to get away. Ryzen dishing back the damage against Begetron Alpha with a double revitalize. This is what we were talking about earlier. Early game trading is not going to be so easy for See You Soon because Begetron Alpha will just heal through it.
Yeah, it's a Venn diagram of healing right there on the two tanks. There's no way you're taking that down this early. See You Soon just doesn't have much early game damage to play around outside of Ryzen. And they did actually set up really well with the Cho and Badang, but it wasn't enough.
Electrifying Beast already applied onto Ryzen. Looks like he's not going to get away. First blood already by Begetron Alpha on the jungle of See You Soon.
Yeah, really good rotations for Begetron. They know exactly where Ryzen is going to be on the map at this point based on his jungle rotation. So by picking off the most
No, man. Okay, you are dancing with the devil, and his name is Eman, but he's not going to be able to secure the kill onto his opposing gold laner. But Branteezy's looking at him. Branteezy's trying to take him down. Eman is trying to survive. The outplay is real. Eman dancing around the Cho.
Really playing the Death Sonata for See You Soon there, and he doesn't even have it unlocked yet. Really good footwork. That could have been a double kill, actually, if not for the fact that have a lot of early lane priority to play around. This is allowing Begetron to be so aggressive on the map.
It looks like there's signaling that they want to heavily contest this, even though Begetron Alpha has the advantage. Ryzen goes in, they're trying to take down Luke, but again, the Revitalize is keeping him alive. Real World Manipulation has zoned out See You Soon and put them in an uncomfortable spot, and that spot is not healthy enough to contest this. Ra and Ryzen are looking, and they say, we go back.
Yeah, I think that is the right choice. You no longer have the tools necessary. Ryzen was able to pick up a kill at least, but you can see how much difficulty See You Soon is having in direct team fight situations. They gotta play more around pickoff right now due to the lack of DPS, while respecting the amount of healing that Begetron has with these Revitalizers. It is so much presence they have in the Hylos and Gatot.
You know, Snafa, with the results that we've seen so far, it feels like See You Soon can stop with the skirmishes for quite some time because it seems like Begetron has already signaled that, yeah, you can't dance with us just yet this early.
Yeah, the problem with See You Soon's lineup is it's kind of a reactive response to what Begetron went for. They don't have the tools to make proactive plays themselves because the player that needs to provide information on the map is also the only player they have for picking someone off, which is Branteezy on this show. If he's scouting, he can't be ganking. And Achira on the Zask is playing a more of a defensive utility. Pressure on the side lanes.
And you see that reactiveness on the nature of See You Soon's lineup as now their purple buff is getting invaded. Super Ken will take it out of Ryzen's hands, and with 4 minutes in, it's already not looking good for See You Soon.
We've already seen this in the past games that See You Soon has been playing. Their synergy is a little bit tricky in the early game, and Begetron is willing to just use resources to continue stealing away space and resources from their opponents here. Oh, bot lane.
Bottom side, Eman under turret, still surviving. Light comes in just in time, and Nomad and Branteezy will not be able to complete the gank. Brings out the Revitalize as well to bring Eman back to a healthier point, and he's gonna try to heal himself through the Beetle so that he doesn't need to leave lane.
Even before his time with Begetron, Eman is no stranger to these sticky situations in the gold lane. His positioning, his footwork is clean. He knows exactly how far he needs to space from his opponents, and that is giving him so much advantage in lane. Even though Harif should actually be able to trade quite well against him, and even more buffs are being stolen.
Branteezy's going to be able to land the kick onto Eman, but the damage follow-up is not going to be there because it's way too far. The angle was too deep. Dominator's Descent committed. Ryzen not able to steal the turtle. Another secured objective for Begetron Alpha. Moreno uses the RWM to force the flicker outside of Achira.
Yeah, that was a bit too greedy there. Nomad trying to go on Moreno, but again, not enough damage yet on the Harif. He needs his Holy Crystal, and Ryzen just finds Eman, finally putting an end to the Granger's dominance in the bot lane.
Non-stop action. Teams, both of them, just trying to find trades elsewhere. I gotta appreciate See You Soon. I didn't expect them to find a solo kill or a kill onto Emon in the bottom lane, yet they were able to get something for themselves. Despite the difficult start, Ryzen is actually leading against Super Ken. Maybe that comes from the fact that Super Ken's been joining a lot of these fights to supplement Begetron Alpha.
Yeah, Ryzen is the only one that can really do too much in this early game, so it's expected that he'd be slightly ahead, but actually about 200 gold isn't that much of a difference, especially when you consider he kind of got a bit of a bounty from a 2-kill Eman earlier. So before this, he was notably behind Super Ken, actually. So Begetron still very much in control. That turtle fight was a bit too messy. I think Brand TZ really should not have committed the second phase of the Way of the Dragon. The angle was just wrong. He should have kept himself alive to try and stay in the fight.
Oh, now here in the bottom lane, Emman is going to be taken down yet again. See You Soon has changed their point of focus, and that's 2 deaths in quick succession against the gold laner of Begetron Alpha. And if BTR are not careful and if they don't continue to find trades, then maybe See You Soon might just be able to turn this around. Yeah,
focusing on the gold lane is a good idea here because Begetron is trying to play around Emman's lane advantage by just straight up beating no mid and mechanics so far. They've been able to get a very early tower though, and that's actually much more valuable for Begetron. That's why Emman was actually willing to trade his life.
Oh, a kick by Brand TZ into mid, and Brand TZ a bit too deep, but again, another kill for See You Soon, but this time it's for Reno. Emman is going to be able to get away scot-free. The ultimate of the high loss brought down, glorious pathway. Ninja with the knockback combo, not able to fully maximize it, but the crowd control is there, but the damage is not. But Ken is here with his own damage. Light with the knockup, point blank leads to a double kill for Super Ken. Under the tower, Emman got greedy and he gets punished.
Yeah, that was 100% greed from Emman. Did not need to commit that hard for the kill onto Achira there. Begetron still kind of come out on top, but they're losing a lot more than they need to considering the advantage they had. And gonna convert it by taking a turtle and the buff and Brand TZ on top of it though. So Begetron still feeling pretty comfortable in their own shoes.
I'll give it to Brand TZ. The man does not give up. No matter what gets thrown at him, at least he's trying. But maybe he tried just a little bit too hard on that one. There was nothing to defend, no one to back him up. That was an unnecessary death.
Brand TZ thinking that there is nothing he can't Jeet Kun do, but that was a situation where he should Jeet Kun don't. So you gotta be a little bit more careful in these positions. You're really good at pickoff, but Begetron has a massive wall in their front line that you don't have the damage to break down yet. So vision control is your core.
Well, Brand TZ, he strongly believes he can Jeet Kun do. Let's see, he's trying to do it again. And don't tell me you're gonna get caught. Not like that. Brand TZ, brother, I know you can't hear me right now, but maybe just ease off on the gas pedal a little bit because here comes the punish by Begetron Alpha. He just goes down to the bottom in the mid lane alongside the tower.
Yeah, this is where we see the lack of synergy from See You Soon really rearing its ugly head. No reason for Brand TZ to be that far up on the map. Yes, he needs to give vision. I literally just mentioned that, but you still got to keep yourself alive while providing that information. So when you're in a play,
okay, another one, taunted Brand TZ. Brother, sir, excuse me. Light goes in with his ultimate as well. Glorious pathway. Here comes a follow-up by Begetron Alpha with no more room on the side of See You Soon. Looks like it's going to be an easy picking for them as Nijus goes down yet again.
This is kind of ugly here. See You Soon literally just walking themselves into a slaughterhouse every single time. Brand TZ dashing into that bush was, honestly, in this case, I can't even blame him too much, but wariness, right? Because you don't know where they are. You gotta save your Shunpo for your exit rather than your entrance.
Yeah, exactly. It would be great to have it and at least already have the third activation of the Jeet Kun Do ready, so if ever you Shunpo in, you can get someone with the third activation of the Jeet Kun Do, a hero, and then it resets, then you can Shunpo out. But now let's see, he is still providing the vision. But what we were talking about earlier, the disparity between him and
Eman?
Achira, Eman trying to survive against Nomad. Here comes the entry of Light and the punishment of Begetron Alpha. A real-world manipulation by the Eve secures the kill onto the Harith. Nee just trying to survive as well. He just wanted to help, and he will not get taken down. But this looks dire for SYS as BTR and the Lord will march in with minions.
See You Soon is falling apart. The synergy is all wrong. No reason for Nomad to be that far up trying to take the 1v1 against Eman when it's already been historically proven to not go that well. When your team isn't around to back you up or help you against a Gatot, no way you should be that far up in a lane. See You Soon are kind of operating as 5 individual brain cells rather than an actual synergistic team.
On the other side, Begetron Alpha, their synergy is on point. This is the Begetron Alpha we were looking for yesterday. And now See You Soon are trying to find an opportunity, any chance for them to turn around, maybe punish, but the double revitalize is keeping Luke alive, but not long enough as Achira falls, or Achira will take him down, but that's going to be a kill onto Ryzen. That's 2 members of See You Soon dead, make that 3, a double kill for Eman.
Started out good with the wall trapping Luke, getting a kill, then they overextended and micro mistakes happened. Brantizia literally missed the flicker Jeet Kundo and Nee just came in too late to do anything when their DPSs weren't even ready to follow up. I feel like this game is pretty much done.
Nomad trying, and try as you do, he will still fall. Begetron Alpha rises to win game number 1.